Greetings and welcome back to another session of the course titled Academic Speaking and Presentation Skills. In today's session, we are going to cover one of the most important topics, that is expressing our opinion. What are we going to cover inside this topic is first the importance of expressing the opinions. We are going to learn different phrases that will help us to express our opinion. We are also going to analyze a wonderful group communication pattern that is basically designed on how individual shares their opinion. Also, we are going to do certain practice and then we'll end the session with a wonderful summary. The first thing is knowing the importance of stating your voice out. Why do you think that this is taken as an individual topic, right? Do you know a renowned person named Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Yes, he is the one who has voiced his, opinion, his thoughts, his ideas, and that made him to rule the nation of white, right? We need to see what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. has to say. He says that our life begins to end the day we become silent about things that matter. In the world of social media, right, full of misinformation, disinformation, and people who are, all over around the media to influence your voice, your ideas. In the world of influencers, it is very much important for us to see, to understand that we think uniquely, we think critically, and we state our own voice out. So, to state your own voice out, to build your own opinion, what are the things that we are supposed to do? Do you think that it is helpful? How? Let's see further. When we talk about the importance of expressing opinion, we need to know that expressing our opinion will help us to critically think and for our personal growth, right? How does it encourage critical thinking? Because you are not going to simply follow whatever is being said around. Whatever information comes to you, you are going to verify it. And by doing the same, you are also enhancing your personal growth. So therefore, it is very much necessary for us to start having and building our own opinion. It also fosters open communication and understanding, where one remains silent into critical situation, right? Does not give out the opinion. What do you think? Just imagine you living in an, professional world where you know that there are certain things that can go better if it is worked in other way around. But however, you choose to remain silent. It will not only, put you into the difficult place, but all of your group members that are there. So therefore, we need to understand the importance of having your own opinion, having critical thinking, and use it into open communication for better understanding and ease of our everyday life. It also promotes expressing our opinion, promotes democratic participation. You are not dependent on somebody. You will have your own voice. So have you ever seen people saying that, I have the same idea as whatever the other person has said, right? No, whatever he says, I agree to all of it. So either you lead or you follow. That is the situation. You want to live, right, a democratic life. You want to live a life which is much, respectable. You need to start participating into communications and conversations, expressing your own thoughts and ideas. And that is why it is important to learn what would be the correct way to do that, right? We cannot forget that expressing our opinion also drives towards innovation and progress, right? Whatever the things have been done so far, in the way that they have been done so far, the mannerisms that were followed, if we do not have our own opinion, if you do not develop a new idea, right, it would be just leading the same life as tomorrow. If we want to grow, if we want to move towards, innovation, if we want to progress, it is much required for individuals to start thinking critically and put their voice out into the mass, right? And doing that, putting your voice out, right, giving and sharing your opinions would eventually empower individuals as well as the whole community. So all the movement that we see around, right, all the isms, that is feminism or be it Maoism, right, various isms that we see is basically empowering individuals. Why? Because they share their opinion fearlessly out in the mass. So therefore expressing opinion is important. But how? How do we do that? So there are phrases that will help you out to lead your conversation, right? Let's check the first phrase. If I want to express my opinion, I would say, I think. I think what? So I think IPL is just match fixing, right? Controversial as it is, but however, you have to be fearless to put your thoughts out, right? I think that IPL is just fixing matches. Then I believe what? I believe women and men are already same or equal in the society, but scientifically designed differently, right? Again, another way to express yourself is using the phrase I feel. I feel. I feel what? I feel energetic to accomplish my daily tasks. Then I can also use the phrase I suppose. I suppose that the elections in India are already one-sided since the last term now. I guess is another phrase. I guess that the kids have a habit of crying on, minute things. It is the easiest tantrum that they can throw on parents. Apart from that, I can also use according to me. What? According to me, Indian education is far better than the foreign system. I quite not understand why there is so much of migration in terms of education at a foreign country. In my view, books on paperback are more enjoyable to read than reading on a Kindle. In my opinion, Hollywood film Barbie is far better than Oppenheimer. So, see how easy it is to share your views. What do you think regarding the general, the critical, the controversial, and the information that is already out there? Do you have your own voice? Apart from this, if yes, you can also use these many phrases, which is in my eyes. How do you see certain things differently than the others, right? It seems to me that what is apparent to you? How do you perceive certain things? From my perspective is another phrase that can be used. From my point of view, right? From where you are standing, what do you see is important, right? From my viewpoint or from my point of view, both are one and the same. You can use either, right? As far as I am concerned, when you are asked specifically to answer a particular question, right, in a group, you can say that as far as I am concerned in this topic, this is so and so, right? So whatsoever your point is, you can feel free to discuss it. Then I'd like to point out that if you find that somebody is missing out on important detail that you have observed, that is your opinion, you can say that I'd like to point out, right? What I mean is, thus, even though you might have the same opinion as what other person might have said, right? You believe, you get along, but again, you can reword the same thing by using what I mean is. Now, these are all the phrases that are used to speak out individual, right? Stating, giving importance to your own voice and always having a, noun, pronoun I. Now, what if we want to talk in general? If we want to talk in general, we can say that generally it is thought that, right? Now, it is not I, it is not me, it is not someone, it is not we, it is generally. Generally, now wherever you want to smartly or swiftly move the focus from you, but yet want to give your opinion, right, you can use this kinds of the phrases. Generally, it is thought that now nobody is going to go and check what generally is, right, according to whom. Some people say that. Now who are these some people? We do not know. So when you are into a group of conversation, definitely this cannot be a point in academic writing, or whenever you are writing a report, or at a professional place, whenever you give a report into some kind of a writing, right, this cannot be used. But however, these are the phrases that are used in everyday conversation. So therefore, when you know that these are certain things, or your point could offend somebody, you can simply remove the focus from you to general or some. Right over here, well, it is considered that. Now it is nobody, it is just considered. By whom? We do not know, right? Well, it is considered that. Apart from that, you can also write it is generally accepted. So now it is widely known to people that whatever it is, my impression is that you perceive your impression about certain things. It is not your view, it is not your exact whatever you're trying to say, but however your impression out of the whole thing is different, or could be said in that way. It goes without saying that whatever is the conclusion. So while you want to give your, again, if you want to put the focus onto you, I hold the view that, right, these are certain phrases that are commonly used to express your opinion. It's not very difficult. The only thing difficult that we find in expressing an opinion is building one opinion, right? Whenever you are given a task, whenever you are questioned about something, this is the easiest thing that people have put themselves into practice, is Googling it out, right? We are not the one to have a lot of information, but even though not, whatever information that we have in hand, right, we can try update the information daily by reading newspaper, right, by keeping ourselves updated on what is going around across the globe. And at the same point of time, it's not just about having the information, it's more whatever you have in hand, how do you deal with that, right? Are you able to frame a perspective of your own, right? Or are you the one that is easily being, manipulated by the influencers and the popular culture that is going around? So it is important to have your own ideas and to phrase them, to reword them in your own language. I hope that these many phrases will help you to put your point out and express your voice. Next, let's see what we are to observe and analyze. There is a wonderful conversation between a group over here.
So, when will you be coming back to New York, Carrie?
Oh, I don't know. Hi guys, is everything okay?
Yes, it's delicious, thank you.
That's great. New York waiters never leave you alone. I really don't like all this, hi guys, is everything okay stuff.
What, you mean waiters aren't friendly in London?
Oh, they're very friendly.
Yes, they're friendly, but not too friendly. They don't bother you all the time. Can I get you anything else? More drinks, maybe?
No, thanks, we're fine.
Fantastic. See what I mean? Personally, I think people in London are a lot more easygoing. London's just not as hectic as New York.
Sure, we all like peace and quiet, but in my opinion, New York is possibly, well, no, it's definitely the greatest city in the world. Don't you agree?
To be honest, I definitely prefer London.
Come on, Rob, you've lived in both. What do you think?
Oh, well, I have to say, London's very special. It's more relaxed. It's got great parks and you can cycle everywhere. It's dangerous to cycle in New York.
Why would you cycle when you can drive a car?
You can't be serious.
Okay, I agree. London has its own peculiar charm. But if you ask me, nothing compares with a city like New York. The whole world is here.
But that's the problem. It's too big. There are too many people. Everybody's so stressed out, and nobody has any time for you.
I don't think that's right, Carrie. New Yorkers are very friendly.
Oh, sure, they can sound friendly with all that have a nice day stuff, but I always think it's a little bit fake.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll just have to take this. Hello? Yes. You're who? Taxi driver. What did she leave? A cell phone. Right. Okay. Yes, we're still at the restaurant. See you in about 5 minutes.
Okay, so we see that this is how the conversation has went. Two different people having two different opinion, right? And a group saying different things about one, that is a city of London, and then there's the city of New York. So both of them into different states, in different countries rather, right? And having different culture. So what happens, if you would have remained, or somebody over here would have remained silent, the other one could have boasted all about the city lights. There again, giving out your own views, giving out the perspective has helped both of the individuals over here in the conversation and the group at the large to understand different cultures and give respect to both of them, right? Someone would like to have a slow life, a city life, and not completely going into the race, but at the same point of time there would be others who would be pleased by the courtesy and again by the fastness of the city's growth. So therefore you need to understand that giving opinion, expressing your voice out, right, does not only helps you to stand in isolation, but always will help others to understand what they might have not seen, what they might have not observed, or maybe have your idea and perspective to compare with, right? So therefore it is important for us to state our voice out. Let's try this exercise now. If somebody would ask you, what is your view on the importance of environmental conversation, right, or it's environmental conservation, right, how would you answer this question? Take a moment, the phrases that we have gone through, right? I believe environmental conservation is crucial for sustaining our planet's health and ensuring a livable future for generations to come. So it's talking about the environment sustainability and at the same point of time what you believe in regarding to environment. This is a very simple phrase to use. Let's try another question. What do you think about the impact of social media on society? There you go. It's a very chewed topic, but however, when everyone has to say on everything, what do you believe about social media? Does it have any hold on our society? Yes, contemporary society does, right? So I feel that social media has both positive and negative impacts. It sometimes contributes to misinformation and also social isolation. So with all the greed that is there around and all the information, the videos that are running, right, we need to be very careful of which are the correct information, what is trending, And at the same point of time, we need to be aware about both the positives and negatives. We cannot depend on something that comes as a news from social media. Next question. How do you view the importance of education in personal development? Do you find that education is helpful for your individual growth? The answer to this could be, in simple terms, in my opinion, education is fundamental for personal development as it equips individual with knowledge, critical thinking skills, and ability to be informed, to make informed decision, right? So definitely it is important. Then it's simple, I guess. Let's summarize the topic. Why is it important for us to share our opinion? We have already seen that share your thoughts as much as possible with the use of different phrases, right? You need to be very careful to shift the focus from you, your opinion as an individual, to the general and the common. So speaking on controversial terms, you can shift this focus on general, while when there are specific questions targeted to you, right, asked to you, you can simply state by using "in my opinion," "according to me," "if," "as far as I am concerned," and various other phrases, right? Use different phrases to articulate yourself. Sharing individual opinion is showing your uniqueness, right? There is no one in the world who could think as you do. So therefore, your thoughts and your opinion are basically your uniqueness that you portray to the world. And definitely, it is much important to share your opinion, right? Expressing opinion makes you stand out of the mass. It is definitely not following the herd in common, right? You are having your own potential to state your voice out. It helps you to build conversation as well as a good personality, right? So now you need to understand that it will, instead of having that silent, pauses, awkwardness, and various interruptions by others while you are trying to think, while you are trying to state, right? You can use these linking phrases to state your opinion. And it will help you not only to build conversation, get along into the mass or the group, but also will help you to put your own stand, right? Build a personality. You could be the person that others would be looking forward to, right? Hearing your opinion. So therefore, you need to know how to participate in a conversation or a group discussion and share your opinion nicely. I hope the session would have helped you today, right? We'll meet in the next session with another wonderful topic. Thank you.